Lost in this great body of moving water, fur seals need to find dry land to rest and reproduce. But where? The answer lies 5,000 meters below. Thousands of years ago, volcanic islands emerged from the sea to form archipelagos. Molten lava spewing from beneath the ocean crust hardened in the cold to form underwater buttresses. Over time, lava piled up and volcanoes rose to the surface. These subantarctic volcanic islands are now the only port of call for castaways in the southern oceans. Long lines of thick kelp form a belt around the coast. Below, the kelp grows like a forest, reaching up to the surface for thin rays of sunlight. But in the shadows of this labyrinth lies a terrible secret. An ocean graveyard. The bleached skeletons of penguins litter the floor. Who or what is responsible for the carnage? It's hard to imagine how a predator could kill so freely in the same place as if the victims had no escape. The victims are, in fact, macaroni penguins distinguished by their pirate hats. Along with the fur seal, they too need dry land to breed. They gather in their thousands, all confined to small outcrops of volcanic rock. Quite a feast for a predator, wily enough to catch them. The orca, or killer whale, could be the prime suspect in the slaughter. King of the seas, they're feared by all and given a wide berth. Killer whales live and hunt in groups. But penguins fly through the water at such speed that they easily outmaneuver the 8-ton giants. It's simply too much effort for too little gain. These super predators need far larger and easier prey to feed themselves and their families. A killer whale might snatch a penguin here and there, sucking it empty like an egg, but it couldn't be responsible for so many skeletons on the ocean floor. Where else might the blame lie? Which animal is so methodical in hunting down macaroni penguins when they take to the water to feed every summer's morning? The real answer may lie closer to land, where the killing continues. The giant petrel is another suspect, and for good reason. Its mere presence is ominous. Petrels are opportunists of the first order. They're always at the scene of the crime. Petrels are the vultures of the seas. They take no risks because they target sick and injured animals and even dead ones. They're not hunters, but scavengers. So they too are beyond suspicion. That leaves the fur seals. Their colony lies conveniently close to the penguins. A 4-year-old male shows great interest in the birds. After 3 years alone at sea, he has returned to the land of his birth. He studies their habits and timetable closely. Every day at the same time, groups of adult penguins return with bellies full to feed their young. Seals don't normally dine on penguins. They generally prefer fish, shellfish, and squid. Still, the young male bides his time at the foot of the penguin colony, staking out the passage they must use to land. The seal's pointed teeth are ideal for the job, catching and holding on to prey but not chewing. He tears off strips of flesh by thrashing his victim about on the surface. Once he's ripped through the skin, he's able to swallow the thick layer of fat and feathers that protect the bird from the cold. Now, the bird's fat will protect him. In such glacial waters, survival depends on being well insulated. The giant petrels hasten for ringside seats to peck on leftovers. The seal doesn't welcome the company and chooses to finish his meal alone. The penguin's flesh satisfies the seal's need for protein. But before he's finished, he's distracted by another wave of penguins. This time, the goal is not to feed, but to play. The game is too easy on land, so the seals abandon their gruesome toy to the usual bystanders. The young male waits patiently for fresh arrivals. And he's not disappointed. The trap is set. Same place, same strategy. This time, the penguins are wise to it and head off to attempt a landing on the other side of the colony, the exposed side of the island. To land here, penguins must be in sync with a wave, but waiting for the right one leaves them vulnerable to attack. The seal has a ball. Like a spoiled child, he quickly loses interest. But the meal isn't wasted. At this table, those with the worst manners are rewarded. At least petrels finish what they started. As the seal continues his carnage on the surface, petrels help keep the graveyard clean.